The 40-hour work week, it's outdated, it's broken, and honestly, it's bloody crazy. But this isn't one of those just quit your job and start a business videos, because honestly, business isn't for everyone. And if I went too hard on this message, I'd probably lose half my team overnight. This video is about something far more important. It's about time, your time, my time, the most valuable, limited and underrated resource we all have, and how the traditional 9-to-5 work model, it just wastes it. And if you feel stuck, burnout, uninspired, or like life's just passing you by, then stick around, because this video is for you. Because whether you're working full-time running a business, or whether in between, if you're still following the standard 40-hour work week model, it's time to ask yourself, is this structure helping me live a better life, or is it helping me just to survive? My name is Richard Gerritsen-Cornell, and this channel is dedicated to helping people create their own destinies. I've been in business for 30 years, helping brands sell more of their products and services, but most importantly, I'll show you how to cope and succeed in your journey whilst enjoying it along the way. So let's get into it. The reality. Now, to be fair, some people generally enjoy working a traditional 9-to-5 job, okay? And they like the rhythm. They prefer the work that they can leave at the office, they show up, put in their 8 hours of work, then they switch off. And that's totally okay if that lifestyle, it brings you fulfillment, okay? But this video isn't about shaming people who are satisfied with that routine, because whether we like it or not, the world still revolves around a 40-hour work week structure, which is a model that we've all experienced at some point. But here's the thing. This outdated work model has never sat right with me, ever. We've been conditioned since childhood to follow the broken system, school bells, uniforms, obedience, homework. It's designed to train us to fit into a system working 40 hours a week for 40 years just to maybe retire one day and enjoy freedom, if we're lucky. But that's not true freedom. That's survival dressed up as success. And here's the kicker. Most people won't even be able to afford retirement, let alone enjoy it. And if you still believe that get good grades, go to uni, get a job, buy a house, work until you're 65, then live happily ever after is a winning strategy, then you're not facing reality. Now, I hated school because of that very narrative. I was told that if I didn't do well, I'd never land a high-paying job or build a meaningful life, and I thought that was an absolute joke. Now, not everyone is made for uni, right? Not everyone thrives in the same system. People have different talents, different drives, different ambitions, and yet the education system, it pushes us all down the same path like robots on a conveyor belt, right? And I'm not blaming teachers, because they teach what their curriculum tells them to teach, and that's fine, but the system is outdated and completely disconnected from the fast-paced, technologically driven world that we live in today, and especially now with AI transforming the job market and replacing traditional roles each and every day. School doesn't prepare us for real-world challenges like financial literacy, entrepreneurship, or how to build time freedom into our lives. It doesn't show us how to create opportunities for ourselves. It trains us to follow orders, and not question them. But here's the truth. Most people never question the system. And why? Because routine feels safe. The unknown, it feels somewhat risky, yeah? But just because it feels safe doesn't mean that it's right. And every day I see wasted opportunities, people trapped in this 9-to-5 mindset, watching their dreams pass them by because society told them that that was the right way. But as a business owner, I get that we still need employees, okay? And projects need to be delivered. Customers expect service. The 40-hour schedule still functions, but that doesn't mean it's helping us grow, thrive, or feel fulfilled. And as someone who leads a team, a big team, I don't want robotic staff just clocking in and clocking out. I want thinkers, I want dreamers, people who push beyond the routine and ask themselves, what else can I do with my life? Because here's another truth. AI is coming fast, automation is real, and if you're not growing, adapting, or learning how to work smarter, not harder, you're going to get left behind. And I'm not saying that we need to abolish the 40-hour work week completely. What I am saying is stop wasting your time. If you want a better life, you've got to be intentional with your hours, Use the extra 8 hours a day outside of work and sleep to create something better, to learn, to grow and build. Don't just survive. You need to live with purpose. The problem. Now, let's talk about what's really going on. Firstly, the cost of living crisis. It's not just high, it's out of control. Interest rates have tripled, rent has gone crazy, groceries, fuel, energy bills, they've all gone through the roof. And with most people working in a 9-to-5 job, their annual pay rises don't even come close to keeping up with inflation. And meanwhile, social media bombards us with unrealistic expectations, luxury holidays, designer clothes, fancy cars, the perfect life. You're working 40 hours a week and you still can't afford the lifestyle you're supposed to have, right? So what happens? You feel stuck. You feel like no matter how hard you try, it's just never enough. Same alarm every day, same meeting, same inbox. Every day starts to feel like Groundhog Day. You're not moving forward, you're just barely treading water, yeah? And with that repetition, it turns into boredom. Boredom becomes frustration. Frustration turns into resentment towards your job, your co-workers, your boss, and even your own life. But worst of all, you stop growing. You stop dreaming like we once used to. You stop believing that you can create a better life for yourself. Your mindset shifts from what can I do to why should I even bother? And that's the real cost of the 40-hour work week. It's not just your time being drained. It's your energy, your creativity, and more importantly, your potential. And with every day that you feel stuck in that cycle, you get further from the life that you actually want. Now, before we get into the next part of this video, I'd just like to stop just for a minute, just to ask you for a small favor, right? My channel is only new, and I'm on a mission to help not just business owners sell more of their products and services, but people who want a better life for themselves, yeah? And if you feel that my content is helpful in any way, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to my channel. And in doing so, you'll be letting me know which content that you would like to see more of, whether it's on mindset techniques or marketing and sales, or even business fundamentals. And I promise you that I will deliver you videos that will help you in your journey. So thanks for taking the time to listen. Now let's get back to the solutions. So here's a solution. But what is the solution, Here's a twist that most people didn't see coming. It's not about working less, it's about working with purpose, or even working a little bit more. And let's break it down. You got 24 hours in a day, yeah? You got 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for your job, which is your 9 to 5 grind, which leaves you with 8 golden hours, which is the part that no one talks about. And this is the time where you can change your life. Those extra 8 hours, that's your freedom zone. That's where the magic happens if you stop wasting it. So instead of numbing yourself with, binge watching or scrolling on your phone, start using that time to level up. Learn a new skill, build a side hustle, work on your health, spend real quality time with your family. Do things that move the needle in your life. This isn't about quitting your job and running into the unknown with no plan. It's about reclaiming your time and using it to create options for yourself, create momentum, create real change. Now imagine this for a moment. You're stuck in a job that you hate. You come home exhausted, you zone out, then one day 30 years goes by and you realize you've just wasted it. And that's what I call a tragedy, right? You deserve much better, and deep down you know it. If your current job drains you, then use those after hours to upskill, learn something that opens doors, apply for roles that challenge you in the best way. Start a small business on the side, you can do that. And don't let fear of failure keep you stuck in something in a life that bores you. And if you need to kick up the arse to stop making excuses, then here it is. You need to start using your time differently. Wake up 1 hour earlier, not for your boss, but for you. Go to bed an hour earlier. Protect your energy. Cut the dead time. Unfollow what drains you. And start creating more than you consume every day. Pick up a goal, like something that you can push yourself towards every week. It could be like applying for a new job, or reading a new book, or building something small that builds into something much bigger. Reconnect with what made you feel alive before life got in the way, right? And you don't need more motivation. You need a reason. And once you have that, just start. And just to be clear, most days you're not going to feel like doing it, right? You'll be tired, you'll doubt yourself, you'll think that it's not working because you're not seeing instant results. And that's exactly where most people give up. And here's the other truth. Life doesn't reward passive effort, right? It rewards those who show up every day, do the hard stuff without thanks. And if you use your time right, then time will reward you back. It's going to give you clarity. It's going to give you freedom and choice, a life that doesn't feel like Groundhog Day every day. But if you waste it, it'll disappear, okay? And it'll go forever and you won't get it back. So if you feel like giving in, then just start anyway. Choose your growth over comfort, 1 hour at a time, because the goal isn't to be busier. The goal is to be free. And the 40-hour work week, it doesn't care about your dreams. So stop waiting for it to do so. Use your time more wisely, because no one's coming to save it for you. And in the end, the 40-hour work model is broken, not because work is bad, but because it was never designed to help you grow as a person. It was designed to keep you functioning and not thriving. But here's the part that no one tells you. You don't have to destroy the system. You can build your own life quietly and consistently alongside it. All it takes is one decision. Are you going to keep living inside someone else's blueprint, or are you finally ready to build your own destiny? So the key takeaways here are, number 1, accept that you're not happy, right? Just working 40 hours. Number 2, be prepared to work more or work even smarter. 3, evaluate what you could do better with those other 16 hours in a day. 4, make a plan of attack and get excited. 5, action your goals and hold yourself to account. 6, create more than you consume. 7, understand that results don't happen overnight. 8, be happy and content with the journey. 9, don't accept that your life is just the way it is. And 10, get excited with the possibilities that lie ahead. And if you can do that, I can promise you that life will not be boring. It won't be the same, and you will experience freedom because you're living on your own terms again, no matter what you choose to do. Now, this wraps up my video today. And in this video, if it's resonated with you, if you feel stuck working a 40-hour week, the same routine, and you want more out of your life, then let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And take the first steps. Just try it for yourself. I promise you it'll work. And if you want some more inspiration on how to change your life for the better, then make sure you watch another video that I made a while ago on destiny is not given, it's created, as this will really help you to get started on your new path. Also, please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, as I have a heap more coming. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.